What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the Gridiron Guardians. So pretty much what you guys need to understand is that there are different ways that you're going to be able to get free content, free MUT coins, and other things. But I want to make sure that you guys know, if you haven't already reached MUT level 50, then you can still now go ahead and take advantage of some of the ways that you can utilize this promo to increase the XP. Now, you're going to also get a free auctionable 90 overall Gridiron player by completing this mission. But not only that, you'll get 22,000 XP. So I want to point that out because some of you guys that just recently got the game, you're just realizing how difficult the EA Sports team has made it to actually level up this year. But this is the way that they want you guys to do it. They want you to use the missions. So I want to make sure that I drill that into your heads to take a look at all the things that you can do to get the free content. So that way it's not that overwhelming, because a lot of the things that go on with this game, you do have to spend money. You know, it's like you could be no money spent, but you're at least buying the $5 packs a week, or, you know, you're doing different things. You're just not spending as much as other players, but it's very, very hard to keep up competitively with the way that this game is designed. So take a look at all of these things inside of the Ultimate Season in regards to Gridiron Guardians and figure out how you can work it up to get your MUT level up, and that should help you out before the next season. I wanted to go ahead and just show you that really quickly. Now, when you take a look at the challenges, for the most part, the challenges are not too crazy, but I did notice that when you go to them, they are actually on competitive mode. All right, so I did the first one to kind of test it out to see what's up. Once you move it over to all the stars, it's competitive, but it is pro. Okay, so, you know, you can get the sacks, you can do you could do different things, but it is relatively difficult in certain cases to kind of figure out what exactly is going on and what you need to do. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this challenge real quick to just kind of give you guys some insight. I don't believe I have the double A gap. I run the Chicago defense, so I don't have the double A gap. For those of you guys that just want to figure out how to, you know, get sacks on the QB and all that stuff, when you're playing against the CPU, you just send everybody, bro. Like, I don't really know how else to, you know, you guys have different ways that you do it, but for me, I lab different things as I play the game, so it's a little bit different for the way I work, but you guys can do whatever you want. I don't know why they took my other guy out and gave me Warner, though, and then now they say my guy's off sides as well. Look, all that doesn't really matter. What we're going to focus on is the fact that, you know, generally, you should be able to put the other players back. For the reasons for this video, the purposes of this video, we're not going to worry about the substitutions. What we're going to do simply is we're going to just go through seeing what we have to do, what type of stuff needs to be done, and we'll pretty much go from there. That is what we need to do at this time, and we're going to pretty much figure out what else needs to be done as we go along with this gameplay. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit more about what's happening. We did get the sack there, so it's not a big deal. Most of these things, you're going to have to figure out yourself as far as how to go ahead and get the specific stuff that they want. But generic defenses like double A gap and mid blitz, they just work. All right, like, nobody knows why, it just works. The CPU is really stupid, whatever it is, it just works, and we just take advantage of that situation. All right, why is that guy all the way over there? Who is that, Ramsey? Why did they got him at slot? I would like him on the outside, but whatever it is. Okay, who you gonna throw it to? All right, and then also remember, guys, you do have a linebacker that they sub in. So, like, usually my sub linebacker is, you know, Cam Chancellor. When you play these challenges, they typically have other players that they sub in for you to be able to utilize, but you can sub them out. I would just say use them, because it wastes a lot of time trying to always, you know, even if you manually sub them out like at the screen, it just wastes time. So just use the players that they have. Unless it's an overly difficult challenge, you should not have that much issue in doing this and getting the 5 stars. I just wanted to share that really quickly with you guys. We're going to go back to the, you know, we'll return to the overall challenges. So for the most part, I ran through a couple of, you know, most of the stuff, the descriptions. It just appears that they have competitive mode on them, so you can't really just throw Stevies. If it's arcade mode, the CPU won't pick the ball off, but you know, in this case, because it's competitive, if you throw a pick, they're gonna pick it. I just want to make sure that I point that out for you guys. So you do all those challenges. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the milestones. Let me just show you guys the milestones for this. So always check the milestones out. So at 50 stars, you're going to get an 82 overall Gridiron player fantasy pack, 90 overall NCAT, meow, with 100 stars, 82 plus overall Gridiron Guardian at 150. So you're getting certain cards that can help you upgrade to get at least one of the cards that go into the set. You need 3 90s to get the, you know, like the champions or whatever, like the Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers, stuff like that. So also when you take a look at the Gridiron section, you can look at it this way as well. This becomes a little bit more involved because people get confused with the way the mission tabs are. So this is just giving you like a shortcut to go to the actual challenges or to go to the sets that complete the challenges. That's all that it is. It's not something that's major that you have to actually, you know, figure out. I would just recommend going to the challenges over here on the tab. And if you have questions about like the perks and stuff you get from the actual promo, you go to Ultimate Seasons, because this is where it really matters. That 90 overall that's, you know, pretty much auctionable, you can make some coins from that if you get all that stuff done in relatively easy time. As far as the packs and everything that are available, some of you guys were asking, do I recommend that you spend $10 to get a 90 overall? If you do the challenges and get some of the content from that, this will make it easier for you to complete that particular set for the player that you want. If you want a Jalen Ramsey or you want somebody else, this is just one player. I know it's $10. Again, I don't count your pockets. If you don't want to spend the money or you can't afford to spend the money, grind the game, take your time, and figure it out that way. But these are the packs that they're really promoting right now. From what I've heard, these packs are pretty good. They've been giving out decent amount of things. If you do spend the $100, you can either complete easily that Jalen Ramsey or the Aaron Rodgers. Just a point of order. If we do, if we do go through it, I would probably just go for the Jalen Ramsey. All right. And for those of you guys that listened to me earlier and held on to the Jalen Ramsey, you should have seen your profits triple because his price has gone up since that time. Now we go over to the sets. Now, a lot of you guys have lower overalls, lower overall elites, and you got some goals that you might want to get rid of. Feel free to go ahead and do this to get 82 overall Gridiron Guardian players. You can then turn them into 86 overall players. And then once you turn them into 86 overall players, you can then make the heroes. All right, with 4 86s and 5 82s. If there's anybody here that strikes you, like tickles your fancy, go after it, do what you have to do. If not, keep it moving. For me, the only person that I think will be playable is Jamal Adams for me. Everybody else, I don't really care for. Maybe Mike Evans, if he's a little bit faster. But for me, it doesn't really work out. I think the 90 overalls are not really that good of cards unless you're just adding on to, previous cards that you've already had. As far as the champions go, Fred Warner, I'm a Niner theme team. Do I want to upgrade him? I wouldn't spend 3 90s on him. Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't get Gunslinger, so I don't really like that card. Plus, he's slower than Dan Marino in the game. Seems pretty weird. Christian McCaffrey, they upped his speed, but he's still pretty slow. Do you want to go that route? That's up to you. And then Jalen Ramsey. He's the guy that's probably going to make a difference on a lot of our teams. So he's a guy that I would look to say, you know what, guys? Let's probably go after him. Out of everybody here, he's probably the best card that's suitable for everybody's defense, regardless of what you're doing. So those are the sets. Now, as far as what you're going to do and what the game plan is, I would pretty much go through the challenges. If you have time to do it, go through the challenges, get the 82s, because the 82s, for the most part, those have been auctionable for the ones that they've had with the promo previous, like the lower level elites. It's like the other ones that are NCATs that are not able to be sold or put into sets. So you can figure out how you want to rock it. If there is a 90 overall that you want and you don't mind it being an NCAT, you can then go ahead and utilize that card. But again, other than Mike Evans, none of those other cards really do anything for me, so I'm not even going to go into that. All right, so that's pretty much what's going on with the cards right now. Some of you guys that are, wondering how you're going to approach getting these cards, that's the best that I can do without letting you guys spend money. You can get little tad bits and you get the 90 overall nat, and then if you grind through the Ultimate Season challenges, you'll get an auctionable one, which will leave you with 2. Because remember, this being auctionable, you can put it into the set, you only need 2 more. All right, to kind of get that Jalen Ramsey or the Aaron Rodgers, who are the top players of this actual promo right now. So that's where we are with it, guys. If there are any other questions or something that you want to know about, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Like the video, share, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.